Hello, everyone, and welcome. It's Monday here on Going Optimal. We're going to kick off the week with some more Zendikar Rising draft. It has been dominating. I'm going to keep offering Kaladesh. I don't know if we're ever going to play it on stream again at this rate, maybe as a second draft of the day or something like that. But largely, Zendikar is back to being the consistent winner of our polls on what to draft on the day, and I'm pretty flexible on that front. So let chat guide us, and here we have landed on traditional best of three Zendikar Rising. I do enjoy best of three. It does change picks. I often wonder, like Media, I'm curious, Media, do you play a lot of, do you play mostly best of three? Like I've had nitpicky power level disagreements on certain cards, and I was wondering if some of that comes down to best of one, best of three, because like there are cards that are basically unplayable in best of one that are decent sideboard options in best of three, and that's one of the reasons I think best of three shines a little bit more than best of one has its benefits. But the game has been designed around best of three, and this idea of narrow but useful against certain opponents type cards, and it's really fun to be able to use your magic brain and figure out what narrow but good against your opponent cards you have lurking in your sideboard that you can bring in. Of course, it's tough. I draft the hard way a lot, which is to say staying open and giving up picks to find the open lane. And one of the costs of doing that, though, is often you don't have a lot of sideboarding material at the end, but hopefully you have a stronger main deck. If you want a stronger main deck or sideboard for anything you're doing in your tabletop game, I'm going to send you over to my sponsor, cardkingdom.com. They're going to help you be the strongest in your playgroup with winning the war, the arms race. Card Kingdom will help you with your arms race and get you all the tools you need to dominate the opposition. So check them out at my affiliate link that Hat has brought up there, and check them out in the panels. If you use my affiliate link in the panels down below in the YouTube notes or in the chat link, it associates your business with me, and then that allows this little project of mine to keep going because Card Kingdom stays happy with me. And guess what, everybody? I have a new sponsor today to share with you. I have entered into a little arrangement with my friend Oni Spumoni. You all know Oni. Oni is the one who has designed all the UI you see around here. So the kind of pink, blue, yellow stylistic logo and assets all around the stream are designed by Oni. And Oni also has his own site called Spumoni Works. So I'm going to link that here in chat. And I'm going to show you what he's up to. So Oni makes pins and other merch. You can find it at www.spumoniworks.com. And if you enter Go Shopping, you'll get a 15% discount on all purchases, and you will know that if you make those purchases with the Go Shopping tag, that it'll help me earn some design resources for the site. So we're kind of doing a barter deal with Oni. So you'll be helping out a great guy with his small business, and you'll be helping me get some awesome design work for making some headway on some stuff around here, even if it's just going to be some new logos or sorry, not logos, new I have some emotes, like emote slots to fill, so you can help me with those. Anyway, check out spumoniworks.com and remember to use the code Go Shopping. You'll get a nice discount there, and you'll help me get some stuff done around here. So thank you, Oni, for sponsoring me, and thank you all for checking Oni's stuff out. It's good stuff. Now let's jump in. Yeah. Get to draft view. Yeah, well, my question is, does he actually like Spumoni ice cream or just like the word? It rolls off the tongue, you know. Who doesn't like spumoni? It's not my favorite. If I'm going to have ice cream, I'm going to skip the pistachios. I have... Hey! It is Brian. Have you been lurking? Have you been lurking all this time and you decided to say hi because I mentioned you? If not, if you just happened to show up today and I mentioned you, that is really weird. Well, welcome back, or... Wow, that is crazy, Brian. You don't even know. Wow. I have not mentioned you at all for a long time. I mean, we talk about you all the time. No, I mean, like, that is some Matrix S right there. Mention Valhalla's Chosen out of the blue for the first time in months, and he's like, hello. No problem. And that's what I was saying. I don't, hey, anybody, if you fall off the Going Optimal wagon a little bit and life takes you away from here, no worries. You're always welcome back. I don't judge. I'm not going to ask myself, where has that person been? Only I'm going to say, I might think, oh, I hope that person's been great, but I just wonder if there are people who are like, who are nervous about resubbing or coming back to a stream where they have kind of lapsed because they don't want to show up and be the person who's lapsed. But I don't know if that's a real thing or not. But if there's any of that mentality out there, get over it. Come on back. Say hello. Swordsman, thank you for the 1 year. Awesome. Well, if it is a thing, I can tell you as a creator, we creators love to see you come on back, and there's no where have you been about it. It's just, yay, Brian's here. That's it. That's it. Yay, Brian's here. Well, Brian's here, but nobody apparently is here in Best of 3. I have to open a separate instance of a client in Double Draft or something. Yeah, anyone want to jump in? Come on, I said we could Heroku draft, but let's just have an in-pod draft right now. Pile on, everybody. Oh no, Brian. It is not a you're not alone, sir. I hope it all turns out for the best, but if we get you back here for a little bit in the meantime as you sort out what's next, there could be worse fates for us. Thank you, Professor. We're halfway. Maybe I can do does someone want to mess, like, I've not messed around with the Winston draft feature of Heroku. Maybe I can do we're close to, we're getting there now. Maybe I'll hang on, but I do want to poke around the Winston option on Heroku, which I haven't done yet. There's Oni. How you doing, Oni? Welcome. Oni being the man behind what I was talking about earlier. Check it out. Nice. Yeah, you gotta create your own silver linings, right, Brian? Life's gonna life, and you're gonna keep being awesome and figure it out. Thank you, Hat. I was going to ask you to do that. Appreciate it. All right, we got there. Drafto. What do we got? Ooh, we got a Tabarax in the rare slot. I'm down for Tabarax in the rare slot. What are we missing if we don't take... I like a Miria Captain here. This is almost always like a 3/3 flyer for 3, which is great. Anything bigger and you're just extra happy, but 3/3 flyer for 3 is great as a baseline. Of course, the Wizard Spland is probably this might be my most played spell land. I love this spell land. Blood Beckoning, great if we could wheel that after a Tabarax on 1. Vanquish is not going to wheel, but it's a strong pick here. So is Gnarlid Colony. I like Gnarlid Colony, although I like to be a little bit more in the kicker end of things. I am going to take Tabarax. Clerics is consensus strongest archetype in the format, and if we can stick to the Clerics, this is going to be great. Well, I certainly like taking a Deadly Alliance to follow a nice black rare for pick 2. Nothing really even close to this except another... I would take the Spland as well. Krauser, you have Rogues as the best archetype in the format? Well, if you're gonna give me any deck in the format and say you're gonna get a good version of this deck, I'm probably gonna take Clerics. But we'll take a second Alliance here for sure. But I do love me some kicker. Red-blue Wizards, blue-green kicker, and white-black Clerics are basically my favorite archetypes. Wow, how many alliances is too many alliances? We could also take Thundering Spark Mage as a bit of a signal and go towards a red-black party. However, Deadly Alliance allows us to stay single color through 4 picks with 3 excellent pieces of removal. This is good, and it's like a 2-for-1. I think that's really relevant. Yeah, Fenrir, I'd say Red-Black Party is like my 4th favorite archetype, behind the ones I mentioned already. But I think Deadly Alliance has got to be correct here. As much as I like this, cutting the black and staying open seems great. Vanquish still here. We can take Relic Golem and say maybe we are rogues here, but Vanquish is fine. And this is getting us into a second color effectively. Media thinks 3 alliances is too many. Well, we're going to find out. I'm going to go removal heavy and we'll see what happens. Although all this removal does, again, make me want card draw. When you find yourself getting heavy removal, you can feel like you're fist pumping because we all love removal, right? But as you know, even Media is raising an eyebrow because sometimes you can get to the point where you do have too much removal, and yeah, you removed their first 4 things, and then their fifth thing killed you because you weren't actually doing anything. But Seafloor Stalker or Hellion seem like the choices to me. Fenrir likes the Hellion. Rare for the mill. I don't think we're doing the mill. It's true that Hellion sets us up more towards red-black, which really takes advantage of the Deadly Alliances. Green 2-drop. I really am not into the... I don't like green-black if I can avoid it. I think it was Hellion or... okay, now we get a Blight Priest. We could take the Stalker. This is interesting because it's like hedge towards rogues or hedge towards clerics. Or really, Stalker is hedging towards red-black party as well. But Blight Priest is such a payoff for the cleric deck that we should take it. Yeah, this could be like a heavy black cleric deck. I mean, white really hasn't been there, you're right, so we need to acknowledge that. I will take the survivor here, though. There's nothing really else to take. I'm not going to take the constrictor. I don't find myself playing voice in this set. Here's one of these cards that in best of 3, at least you can imagine it having a home out of the board, but you never really want to play this best in the main deck. Yeah, we would take Troll anyway. Mucklord, take Cleric if we wanted to blue-black Rogues Party. And I'll take the Brute, but none of those are very important. Here's a Blood Price. We can take Sneaking Guide for the possible red-black party support, but Blood Price, while not great in this format, as 4 mana draw 2 in black has been variable depending on the format. But in the 4 removal deck, Blood Price is actually pretty good. Here we'll take a Coveted Prize, and yeah, if we do end up in the red-black party and have a strong party presence, you can play this, but I'm not gonna, I'm gonna put it in the board right now. Protector, well, it's very late, and it's a Cleric, but it's our first white card. I've been kind of trying to find my way to Clerics, given the Tabaraks, but we might not be able to get there, we'll see. Hellhound, whatever. Scion of the Swarm. It's really a better flyer than Legion Angel in the Cleric deck specifically. Another Blight Priest is a nice payoff for a life gain, but I think we just want the Scion over the Legion Angel or the Binding. We still might not be full-on white-black Cleric. I mean, I'm kind of forcing the Cleric angle here. We haven't really seen the white to support it. So if we do that, we're almost saying we're going to try and get the white we can out of this pack. Yeah, that's true. I'm going to take the Swarm, but I'm a little nervous about where we're headed. I mean, because yeah, we don't have the life gain yet. Yeah, well, the other thing we could take is the Angel as just a straight up, like if we're not going to do life gain, although if we get the Angel, that puts us in white, and we are doing the life gain all of a sudden. So we can take a Mind Drain here. It's actually, it does gain some life for what that's worth. There's Charix, but yeah, the other thing to do would be to hedge red, like take a Night Runner and possibly be, again, red-black. Yeah, maybe we take Runner, because Mind Drain is fine, but it's not something we need to take second pick. Yeah, let's hedge on the Runner, knowing that Mind Drain could wheel, or we might find other ones. You like the Spland over the Runner? Yeah, this is okay, but if we do end up red-black party, I like getting the Night Runner going. Well, red-black party is supported by an Electromancer here. There's a Sorcerer, but we're not really wizards. It does work on instants and sorceries when we got the Vanquish, but also we're doing fine on removal, like we don't even really need this job. I think a red-black party deck would probably want the Electromancer more than the Sorcerer. And there's also Skydiver. This is a good rare. We're nowhere near blue yet, though. Although we could pivot back to Rogues. I mean, I don't know. Oh, yeah, there's definitely a point where we could have moved into Rogues. I'm going to take Mancer here, though. See if we're doing Party Town. Although now we get the real pull. I mean, this is a payoff. We don't have... I mean, this actually gives a life gain source. Yeah, Minotaur. So here's kind of decision time. Are we leaning towards the red or the white? Red has been more open. That's been kind of undeniable. I think I should take the red. Fenner says, take the what? I don't know what that word means, Fenner. but and then a Gloom Hunter to, well, we can even still take it, but a Charger is really what we want to do in terms of lowdown, or even a Fissure Wizard. Yeah, Charger, Wizard, Hunter, maybe a Wiz. We got the Electromancer, but not much else. Yeah, let's take the Wizard, that's fine. Pack Beast is great for our deck. Starting to see some of the payoffs for Clerics, unfortunately, a little late. We're gonna pull the green, pull the white. Hey, nice, nice. Boy, I kind of want all this. Another Electromancer, though. This is really what makes the deck hums. Yeah, this is now not great pick, but it was the right pick at the time, I think. Yeah, let's take this and be sad that we can't just take all of this. Beckoning is a strong consideration for sure, but Electromancer is kind of a linchpin card for this whole archetype. Subtle Strike pretty easy here for us. And nice to see it. We got one blood price. I'm not sure we're going to run more than that. Do we want another Cleric with very little life gain to show for it, or like a 2-drop or 4-drop Warrior? We could take a 4-drop Warrior. Got nothing going on at 4. Yeah, I'll take the Rider here. You like the Ambusher? That's fair. I'll take a Sellsword. I don't think we're playing any of this. We'd play Predation though if we don't have anything else. Spland is fine. Put it in. Not playing any of that. I mean, I guess we'll do that. Oh, I just dragged it to the sideboard out of, like, that it's not going to define anything, but we're absolutely playing it, of course. That's the beauty of the Splans. Speaking of, this is a great one for us. We got some small stuff to get back. It is an untapped land. Maybe we wheel a Wizard, a Warrior, or a Subtle Strike. Take any of that. Haj is looking to start a fight. Nice try. I'm going to take another Mancer and really try to find the lowdown to make this work again. 3 of these is nice. We just need to focus on red, non-wizard red 2-drops. Like, we don't have red 2-drops to, we have, well, we have a Fissure Wizard. We need red 2-drops, basically. But this is troubling. To be pack 3 and this low on 2s, that's the real concern here. Relic Robber is not a 2, but we're going to take it and be happy. We do need some 2s here, though, or this deck's not going to go great. Skulker. That's yay. It's not a red 2, and I really want red 2s for this Electromancer to do the work we want, but we will take it. Gloom Hunter can be a 2. It doesn't provide a creature type for Electromancer, but I want 2s just to be able to have 2s as well, so we'll take that. It becomes like our only way to gain life. We do have the 1 Marauding Blight Priest. I don't know if we play it with only 1 way to gain life, though. Scion might be playable if we're in the place where we have. If we got another Gloomy, I'd probably play it. Well, we'll see. We also need to see what we have just in terms of playables. Another Gloom Hunter, though, great. That makes me be a little more interested in the Scion. Yeah, Colossus is a decent payoff. I could have considered that too. I kind of didn't really even talk about it and should have. I guess I've not been too impressed with the Colossus, even in the party decks, so it doesn't leap out at me as something super important, but should have definitely talked about it. I'm going to put Lagok in the side. Yeah, no bug is real sad, isn't it? But we did wheel a Wizard, and I'm going to take it over another Subtle Strike. We have some removal doing the job, and red 2-drops are what can be cast on the old Electromancer plan. Wheeled a Flying Rogue, which I like over the consumption here because we are trying to build out our party to make Shatterskull good. So I like it narrowly over the Zoff. Although Zoff, not the worst way to finish a game. Yeah, I know, we're pretty stacked at 3, it's true. Maybe I should have taken the Zoff, given that. I don't know. That one seems bad outside of dedicated rogues. Unless you just never want to cast the spell, no Spland is unplayable. Unless you're like, this spell is never something I would ever want to cast. We do have this coveted prize, but I don't think we didn't really get there. We have 3 clerics, we have 4 rogues, we have two warriors, and we have 5 wizards. Well, we're at least spread out, and we do have the pack beast, so we don't really have any payoffs for like having the full party, but let's take a look here. Yeah, prize is playable in this deck. We did end up with enough party that we could play this. I wish we had a bomb. I mean, we get the Awakening in a tough spot to reload. Let's also look at our baseline numbers. 18, 10, creatures, non-creatures. I'm going to start with this view. I don't know if I want to cut price out of the gate, Jinx, because of our heavy removal component. Although maybe we don't have as much heavy removals. Yeah, we do. We have Feed, Vanquish, Strike. We got no red removal. Kind of interesting. Maybe red wasn't as open as I was thinking it was. What prize are we talking about? Also, let's check we do have some splans here, right? We got this and this. Nothing up here. 17, 18, 19. We're going to go to 18. Do we go to 17 in this? Probably not. This is a land most of the time, but I'm going to try and spell this one if I can. I think I like this. Oh, prize. Well, is it? Prize gets your single best card. Price gets your best 2 off the top 4. How are we doing on clerics overall, though? We could cut Blight Priest. It reduces our cleric count. Still run the Scion. That's the thing, right? If we had some major bomb, I would be totally into the coveted prize, but I'm not sure what our prize is. What's the big prize? Scion can go. I don't know if it should go. Let me this should go about here. That's fine. Because we don't have much top end. So this baseline 3/3 flyer for 5 could be a reasonable evasive threat, even if it's not getting very big. Swordsman, you're wondering what, like whether we bother playing it? Like you want to cut these? I'm not sure what you mean. Like, I mean, they are what they are, and when you can pitch extra lands to them, they're great. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with the blood price and not go with the prize, at least out of the gate here. We can cut an Electromancer, I think. We're not really doing the thing here. You know? We're not really doing the thing there. And then... Fenner says don't cut Mancer. Well, how do you want to finish the deck then, Fenner? What would your finish be? I'm banging the gavel. We're not playing prize. We might play price. You might convince me to cut it, but I'm not going to run prize here. Blood price doesn't give you any control over what you get. Have you read it? Look at the top 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pick 2. $16.9. No, I can't. Not really. Expedition, Skulker, feed the Swarm. Nothing's being cut from the 2s. Don't even worry about the 2s. They're all locked in. Skulker, Swarm, 2 Gloomhunter, Subtle Strike, 2 Fissure Wizard, Pack Beast. I mean, maybe you could make a case to cut a Gloomhunter and say that... but I guess with 2 Gloomhunters, that's the reason to cut Scion. We just let these be our 3/3 flyers. And do that. Thing is, this is at least a creature type. So now we're down to 1 Cleric. Go down to 1 Cleric, and then really Tabarax is just a... well, no, it's not just a. If anything dies, it still gets a counter. It's a 3-drop flying rogue. That's all. Just check some boxes. That's fair, Haj. Maybe I'll do that. What's our rogue count? 4 rogues. Yeah, I'm actually liking that. Cut Skydancer, bring Scion back. I like it. Fenner really wants the Mancer back. I just don't see it doing as much for us here, Fenor, so I'm going to decline. I mean, we're just not set up to abuse this like it can be abused in this deck. But who knows? Maybe I'm all wrong. We're going to find out. Well, we got to make cuts somehow, yes. So we are... Whoa, even though we have a Skulker, we're cutting a rogue. Whoa. No. For those who really want the 3rd Electromancer, do you hear what I'm saying? Like, it's not doing the thing. We're not really doing the thing in this deck with this. What are we doing? We're going to go turn 2 Skulker or Pack Beast. We have exactly 2 cards in the whole deck. 2 cards in the whole deck that let us go turn 3, cast something for 2. And we only have 3 things that we could then cast for that 2. It's just not doing the thing. It's not doing the thing. I'm not going to worry about Electromancers. Practically is more worthwhile to run a Marauding Blight Priest. At least Marauding Blight Priest might get triggered by Gloomhunters and do something. Right? I mean, seriously, I'm actually thinking maybe Blight Priest should come in over another Electromancer. You saying I'm being hyperbolic, or somebody in chat, Fenner? I'm not sure, but Yeah, Hellion's not really doing anything. Maybe we cut Hellion. Although it can get Awakening. That's a real thing. I think Hellion just being able to get back the Awakening is like good enough. You haven't answered me though. Like Jinx, like Electromancer Defenders. Why do you like this in this deck? What is it doing that you're so reticent to want to cut it? Like why isn't this better? Explain to me why this isn't better. We have 2 Gloom Hunters and a Tabarax. Why isn't this better? Yeah. Yeah, but this, when it's doing its thing, is doing real stuff. This, when it does its thing in this deck, gets us one little bit of tempo. I'm not cutting the runner. I don't know why y'all want to cut the runner in our removal heavy deck. That's insane. What are you talking about? We're a party deck, and we have a rogue that connects to draw cards effectively, and we have removal to get it through. No, we are not cutting that. So I think, you know, I'm belaboring points now though, but you know, I'm down to like Dancer. We're like looking at these type of you know, is there a place for another Electromancer? Priest does so little. Oh, you're so right that this priest does so little. You know what does even less? Electromancer. So if we want the Dancer in, like, heck, we cut all the Electromancers. How many wizards do we have without them? 2? No, I think I want the 1. So then maybe I'm back to cutting the Swarm again. Nah. Maybe the blood price just finally goes. Nah. Sorry, now I'm going to make a call and get to playing. Maybe I'll just cut the blood price. This is our card draw. Nah, no 41 card special. I'm going to cut the card draw because we do have some ways between 2 Fissure Wizards, Aghadim's Awakening, Hellion getting this back, and Night Runner. We do have some ways to gain card advantage in the deck. I disagree, Fantasia. I don't think cutting cutting this means that I need to play prize. Again, I just don't think we have we don't have a prize. I'm gonna try this so we can get to playing. I'm taking too long here. And party, black and red party. Got 3 alliances. In alignment. Same root, right? Ally, alignment. Whatever. Let's play. We're going to put, however, our new sleeves on. And I'll see what else we got. Oh, I'm going to reject crowd. Oh, no, that's land, so we can do that. Yeah, sure. Bob Ross? Sure. Use the Bobs. Yep. Double Bob, indeed. Really? Ally? Alignment together? They seem like they would be. You're laughing at me, Math, but why wouldn't they be? Now I'm going to go, like, prove you wrong. How are it totally seems like the same thing. Anyway, whatever. Whether or not we're in alignment, that's the name of the deck. T-Par. All right, what do you think? How well are we going to do here? I think this deck is medium, but has some good stuff in it. Very much a pauper deck in terms of the Prince versus Pauper style assessment. No twos, but I'm going to keep this on the strength of the 3, 4, 5 lookout, outlook. Yeah, we are a best of 3 here. Gecko, scary. That's probably going to eat an alliance at some point. If they send in, do we block or not? That's one question. I'm going to try. Certainly want to get a Vine Gecko if we can. They might have the kicker protection, but we got to make them have it. All right, that's a great trade for us, I think. Gloomy with 5 mana already. Looks like Gloom Hunter's going to be a 6 for us, and Scorch Rider a fine 4. Next turn we get a hasty 5/4, or we can alliance something if absolutely necessary. Oh, never mind. Oh yeah, Bubble Snare keeps it on the battlefield, so we do get to do the hasty still. I cut Wizards for this. If I had Wizard right now, I'd be able to play it, produce 1 more mana, have 3, and do nothing. So right here, I like Blight Priest better. Just checking on that state of things. All right, I relent, math, but you can see where I was coming from. Trap Finder. Oh yeah, this is this full party thing that's shouldn't matter too much. There could be some removal here. I'm gonna send in the Minotaur, and if they go for some double block or pump, we have Deadly Alliance to blow that out. If the Minotaur gets through and we don't need to use anything, we drop a Gloom Hunter kicked. And then next turn we get Marauding Blight Priest and Alliance on 3. We can cast both of these and trigger the Alliance off of an attacking Gloom Hunter. Look, you got math in your name. Why should I expect that you're going to school me on word root stuff? Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm not sure what I said, but I mean play the priest so that the life link from the hunter triggers it. And we do get to alliance the rare, or the mythic. Is it mythic? Yeah. Hear what I mean, not what I say. All right, that worked out. Green, blue, kicker-ish. Yeah, there's a kicker. Gecko suggests kicker. Ashaya makes me happy to have black base kill anything type removal. I didn't see anything here really to change. Yeah, run it back. Oh yeah, Mancer would have let me double spell because I would have added to the party count and we could have used Deadly Alliance. Both worked out. Definitely a keep, just trying to figure out if we open on Awakening or save Awakening. The fact that we Don't have a fourth land yet. We can play this untapped if we need to. I'm feeling like I should be a little greedy with it and then take 3 if we have to. We do have a Hellion, but we don't have a Hellion in hand. And we may flood here. Like, if we flood out, we'll be so happy that we held this, and the cost is 3 life. So since the cost is only 3 life, I'm going to hold it. If this had to enter tapped, it would be a different story, but we can play 3. We can pay 3 and have it be just like a swamp.
Point is, ladies and gentlemen, that greed is good.
All right, now we have the Hellion, so obviously that changes things. We don't have a good window. Right now, I would play this tapped on 4 because we have a 2 and a bunch of 3s. So right now, I'm going to assume we're going to be tapping on 4, and I'm going to actually get rid of the Electromancer with the Wizard because we have 3 3s, and this is like the least useful one for us right now. You'd rummage away Hellion? I don't want to rummage away Hellion when we have the Awakening. This is a good top end for us. Mancer lets us 2 spell on 4, but what do we want to do then? Like to 2 spell on what 2 spells? Like we need to draw a 2 in that time. We could either I'm going to go with my gut. My gut says to do that. It also puts stuff in the yard for the Awakening. Mancer doesn't let us 2 spell unless we draw something. That's the thing. All right. Well, a lot of ground defense. So the robber not going to do much here, but we can get the hope going. This is where the 2, we did draw the 2 that would allow us to 2 spell. So if we still had the Mancer, we play the Mancer, we get 1 extra. Well, now we get 2 mana. But let's go. Well, I guess we're just flying. The ground is pretty well controlled here. But I will go Awakening tapped. And is there a reason to play the Robber? I'm going to attack first, and then drop the Skulker. Yeah, just looking for something fancy, I suppose, but I didn't. I backed off. Gonna have to burn removal on the stupid crab when we find some. Yeah, what is our... Well, you'd think so, but then we're at 39% to hit land still, so our land ratio to the rest of the deck is just like it is at the beginning. Mancer here... But is it? I mean, what does it even do? Like, Fenner wanting Mancer to be good. But, okay, so we play a land. We play 1, 2, 3. We Mancer. We get 1, 2, 3. We get 5. And then we Hellion. All right, what have we done? What have we've got an extra... We got an extra body out, I guess. I'm going to go with Hellion here, though. No bounce. Right, but the Mancer doesn't do anything, though, is my point. A little worried about all this open mana. Yeah, there you go. Broken Wings. Yeah, but why do I want to play the Robber last turn? Just to give this Death Touch? What, so it can attack? Like, who, that doesn't... Does that matter? You... I didn't want to pick up a land with Hellion. I wanted to keep playing land out. I thought we might draw a land and actually cast our crypt. That was on purpose. Now I kind of like paying the 3 and double spelling here, here, and here maybe. But then we can't pick it up again, so I guess not. And I guess I will go Night Runner to turn on the... Huge punt. That was a huge punt, huh? I'm hovering over the timeout button. I'll let you off the hook, Jinx, but to call that a huge punt is you not using words how they mean. No attacks, though. Nothing to get through here. Well, it's a punt if it's an intentional thing that I do that's objectively incorrect. Punts are whatever chat says they are, but I believe they are any objectively provable mistake. Like, no, there's no debate. That was just an error. I don't care how small it is. To me, that's a punt, but it's ultimately up to chat to define. So now I'm trying to decide whether we go, like, because we have a Scorch Rider. If we can get one more land, we get Scorch Rider 2. And we can go Priest Robber here. So I think I'm going to, and we're not under pressure. You know, we're totally deadlocked here. I'm just going to go Priest and Robber and hold for... Hold for a land and get that Scorch, get 4 cards back here. We could send in the Skulker and offer trades. I mean, are we happy to trade this for anything? They probably just trade for Visionary. We could bring it back. What do we want? Probably just want the Gloomhunter back, though, right? Since they don't have air support. We can send it. I don't think we're getting it. We're not going to get it back, though. That's kind of what I expected, that trade right there. Oh, you do attack all. Interesting. That's true. They only have the one. You know, they got a lot of high toughness, but no real power in their defense here. We are only at 7 cards, so we got to figure that, like, we just haven't found something for the crab. Keep putting our crab stuff in the yard, but our density is pretty reasonable. What do we got here? Subtle Strike doesn't do it. We have 1 Deadly Alliance left. That's it. We've got some useless... We got a Subtle Strike, a Deadly Alliance, a Predation, which is not very useful here, and that's it. That kind of probably says this one is over. Oh, is this our friend Chimero? I didn't even notice the name. Looks like it's maybe Chimero Gaming. Awesome. Sorry I didn't see that earlier. All right, well, we got a basic land. We're going to go for this, see what happens. Sorry if I missed that. It's a lot to track here on this stuff. Okay, so we got a 4 in the Rider. Is there any other Rider or any other 4 to consider? No, let's go Rider. Let's go Dancer. We got to get up in the air, but we want Taborax, right, for our Sky support, and we want Gloomhunter. Got a long way to go with only 6 cards in library against a ruined crab, but if they happen to miss land, we can still get there. If we swing away here, what does that get us? Not much. We kind of need to win in the air, but the trouble is, like, here's how this we could still win. If Chimero doesn't draw a land or an important spell, we find removal for the crab, take the crab off the board, then we can maybe have enough time to win. But basically, one more land drop from Chimero and we're done for. Yeah, that's true. We can send in basically everything but Blight Priest. I think we need Blight Priest to do work getting pinged, getting life gain pings. But the rest can go in. Unfortunately, no bait taken. Didn't really have any. Chimero is like, nah, I'm not going to give you a counter on your Tabarax, sorry. Yeah, we tried. Chimero's a smart cookie, though. We can still send Gloomy. It just, we're just too late. This is not going to... I don't think we're going to get there in time. We have 1 piece of removal left. I'm sending the Gloom Hunter because it will at least ping with the Blight Priest. If they miss on land again, but we find our removal, we can go for the Wizard and hope that they just miss on land for the rest of the game. It's a pretty slim chance, but you find your outs, however slim they may be, and you play to them. Okay. Yeah, at this point, if we win, it's going to be because swinging every turn somehow gets there. All right. So, let's check the math. Want to get a 2-for-1 out of this if we can. Need to kill the crab here. So we're going to spend our Subtle Strike trying to save Tabarax and kill crab. Yeah, we got to try, right? Can't beat anything, so we're not playing around anything. And if Chimero has anything, we salute and go to game 3. Shell Shield isn't game over, so I'm gonna keep going here, but that wasn't great. Oh, I shouldn't have taken that action. I guess it doesn't... Yeah. I didn't want to draw cards, but I still need to draw... We do have the 1 removal left, so on the one hand, we also want to draw that, but there you go. Boo earns, F-U crab. Chimero bringing crabs at me. Yeah, better do that, huh?
Welcome to Miller Time. It's brewed here. It's yours and mine.
Thank you, Cheese. Appreciate that. We could bring in a barrage on the play. A lot of big butt blockers here. Is that crazy? This is not amazing removal, of course, but on the play game 3, trying to be aggro, feels like you could do worse. But we just have baseline removal already. That's the thing. Like, I feel like I'm adding something, adding a job we've already got covered. All right, I'm just going to run it back then. Landfall red 4-drop. Yeah, that's interesting too, I guess. All right, I like this. We're going to Skulker on 2, and then Wizard on 3, potentially after we understand what the needs of our deck are and what we may want to rummage. Chimero has mulliganed. I'll take that. I haven't even resolved a Scion yet. All right, well now, really want the Wizard to set up a possible fissure. I think what I'll do here is send in and offer the Subtle Strike trade. Doesn't take it. So then maybe, actually I'm just gonna get going with the Gloom Hunter. They didn't show a ton of flying defense, and if we do land a Scion in a few turns, if the Gloomy's still around, that's gonna be good. I don't know. This feels correct to me because if we find a basic land, we can go Electromancer, Wizard, and catch up a bit. Land. Oh, I wasn't specific. Now we're going to draw Predation, and Jinx is going to laugh because that would be like the worst land draw in our deck would be that dumb Predation. All right, we didn't get it. We got what we're looking for here. Am I supposed to send in, though? We can make a 1/2 Sentinel and a 2/2 Gloom Hunter. I mean, we're telegraphing the strike, but I'm going to send in. What are you going to do? Block? Do it. I dare ya. We're telegraphing, but that's okay. It means Chimero's not going to block, and then we get to execute our play anyway. Yeah, we're going to play both the Wizards because there's nothing else to do. The question is, do we send away one of the cards in our hand to find more land? They know about the strike. We could just send away the strike. Hey, Professor. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate that. Welcome, Raiders. Trying to figure out if we if we're sending Scion, but maybe we don't need to. If we Subtle Strike the Gloom Hunter and take out the Flyer with the other cards in hand, we do... and we don't even have a second black yet. Yeah, I'm on Pitch the Scion. Bye, Scion. Scion's not great when you can't even cast it, so I like that move. Nice, and then we have an option here. We can go Shatter Skull, but I continue... Now, obviously, Chimero's been playing around our Subtle Strike, but I don't know if Chimero's been playing around our Deadly Alliance. I really don't like attacking into the seemingly blue-green kicker deck with Into the Royal mana open, though, and all this stuff. Kind of makes me just want to cast the Warrior and send it in and see what they want to do about that. So, yeah, we can afford to lose a Wizard. Let's send Electromancer and Minotaur. And we will trade anything in their hand for Electromancer and or make him use something to beat the Minotaur. That's fine. Interesting. What do you think that means? Well, okay, it means, I guess, had something for the Sentinel anyway, or the Gloom Hunter anyway. Still love our hand, though. If we get a Swamp, we can 2-spell. Ah, that's what it was about. Well, between Subtle Strike, we have 3 instant speed interactions, so we could try, and we could just go for Vanquish here. If Chimero has plus, is the pump spell is +3/+3 to +5/+5, right? Well, Vanquish won't necessarily work if they've got the pump spell. So, and Spell Shield also, right? So I'm gonna send in. But the thing is, if I send in Wizard, we have to act first. I need to make Chimero act first. So I'm gonna attack without the Wizard and see. Because do you see why I'm doing this? If I attack with the Wizard, then and Wizard gets blocked, we have to act into the open mana. Whereas with this attack, if Chimero blocks, we can wait, and Chimero has to act into open mana. And now we still have all of our removal up. Oh, really? I was not paying attention to that meta, but that's good to see. Let's see if that holds true here. Yeah, that snapped right to us, as Media pointed out. Is the screen off? Looking good to me, Brewer's Choice, but yeah, now we end of turn Vanquish. Where are we vanquishing? The flyer, I guess. We don't need the Deadly Alliance, we can vanquish it. Wrong color of land, but we still have removal up. That's nice. This time, yeah, same thing. 2 points of power. We can mess up whatever they try to do. They can get 3 extra toughness on the Shell Shield, but that doesn't stop the Alliance. So now I send everything. I don't even need to. Yeah, I guess we could get rid of Cleric ahead of time so that it doesn't freeze. That's a good point. Radiantware wants to get rid of the Cleric so it doesn't freeze, and I like that. I'm going to go full control and take out the Cleric. Deadly Alliance is pretty darn important, but they are at 7, 1 card, facing quite good aggression from us. If they want to eat the Wizard, that's fine with me too. All right. Good game, Chimero. I think I noticed it was like game 2 before I realized I was playing you, but good games, good games. Well, wow, 3 crabs, and we only ever saw 1 across 3 games? I got lucky then. Can't keep that, only 1 land. Although, show me the mountain on top and I would keep it. Just play Fissure Wizard on 2 and cycle something away, but we got to mulligan this. This is very keepable. Ditching a mountain. We're gonna not be greedy about it here. Just going to go tapped. All right, Pack Beast into Vanquish into Scorch Rider, or ideally Pack Beast into Relic Robber if Killer Froggy doesn't have anything for us here. My feeling in this case, Hodge, is we are 2 more swamps away from even being able to cast this, and Graveyard far away from being full. Hellion in the deck somewhere. But perhaps not consistent with my previous line. Well, I like Robber attack here, and then maybe we find a Vanquish spot. Well, they did have a Deliberate. That probably helped the natural Tron. Hold up Vanquish. Yeah, maybe we could get him to attack even. That's fair. I'm going to send an attack to try and encourage a crack back. Hopefully they go for kicking. Yeah, I'm not going to do it into open mana. They could kick the Land Searcher. All right, I'm just going to Vanquish the Riptide. Scorch, I could even attack with the Pack Beast. They didn't show a willingness to block with the Riptide. They're probably not blocking with the Baloth. Yeah, it's a bluff opportunity, but I agree I'm not going to do it, Fenor, but just thinking about bluff opportunities. So let's play a Scorch Rider, though. You play Runner. I'm going to play Scorch Rider. Max the mana. Threatens to trade with the Baloth if they don't land it. And if they do land it, maybe they'll go for a race where we do have a chance to make Relic Robber work out. And yeah, here I'm going to snap block, because what I want is for them to use hand resources that enable Relic Robber to get through next turn. So if they spend their turn doing a trick to kill our Rider, that's fantastic, because it probably means our Relic Robber gets in. But let's try it, see what happens. Perfect. You got us, Oppo. Totally got us. Although it's a race, they're at 13 to our 20, but landfall with the Baloth will make that a fairly even race right away. But if they don't have a good defense for the Robber, can they even attack? This suggests they do. I'm expecting to see something for the Robber here, or the attack is not good. Predation is... I got excited, saw a black spell, hoped we'd find something. But maybe we'll steal something out of their hand. So, Jinx thinks this is the worst spland. Maybe it is. Maybe we won't even get anything here. Maybe we cast this and whiff. But boy, is this better than a straight swamp right here, right? So much better than a straight swamp. And they're pretty far off of kicking Sentinel. So we're gonna take a Geyser Mage here. The Geyser Mage does allow them to get out of our construct situation, their construct situation. All right, if they're attacking with both, looks like we know their hand, so 6, 12, 13, they can kick it, but they can't kick it. 12, 13, 14, 15. We could go to 1 and just take it. We're just going to throw Pack Beast in front of one of the Baloths, though. As I've said, OPKS, if me bringing up Jinx is bad for the stream, it's on me. I could ignore Jinx, and that would be it. I appreciate his hot takes because they force me to define my own positions, and they are a jumping off point to discussing controversial takes as well. But it is on me to not overdo it. I acknowledge that. So if Jinx is bugging you, it's not on Jinx, it's on me for having brought it up too much. I'm trying to manage that. But I really do like the conversations that result. But yes, so think of it as my problem, not his, though. And it is one I'm aware of and trying to balance. So bear with me. Land not what we needed here. What can we do about this situation? The robber is almost must block. If we send both and they block the runner and take the robber, then we're just dead. So actually that's just terrible. Yeah, I think we're going to lose this game now, but hey. And maybe I shouldn't have played the Crypt. I can't remember where we'd be, but maybe we would at least be able to get a Pack Beast back. I don't know. Well, it's a difference between not being able to produce one more blocker here. I'm not going to say that's the difference in the game, but I also had my reasons. I'm not going to say that based on this result, my decision was wrong. I was doing what I could with the info I had. Now, though, let's see. Kicked. Well, kicked might is not GG, so we got to try and take out one of these Baloths. And they can't kick it anyway, as mentioned before. Need like, yeah, as I say, like running removal. That is not what we needed. Well, deck didn't really help us out too much this game. Oppo put some good pressure on us, though, and we did not find any of our removal. We got removal, not in hand, though. Let's see what we can do on the play here. Did we see any? We didn't see it. Could be a Planeswalker. What are typical reasons to splash black in a blue-green type deck? Removal. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what black card I would be hot to splash. I mean, if you have no removal in your green, no interaction at all in your green-blue deck, I suppose. Yeah, there you go. That's a good splash, Fenor, the Zareth San. Reasonable at the very least. beckoning, get some stuff back. Anyway, back to our sitch. Have not found much to swap in here. I find the same to be true here. There was a call for the Lagak in one of our matchups. Kind of some reach from the Lagak, but I'm going to run it back. All right. Up against it. I'm going to keep on the strength of Skulker and some removal being in hand here. Can also get Gloomy going, maybe even Gloomy on 2, but if we find a... well, yeah, now I might as well Gloom. Skulker does more damage, but Gloom Hunter more likely to actually be able to attack one successfully on the next turn. Yes, Deadly Alliance is made cheaper by Skulkers, but we're not going to play these until we have the mana for them anyway. I'm gonna go with my gut and Gloom Hunt. Yeah, we could, I suppose. Yeah, that's true. If we draw nothing but land, we would want a Gloom Hunt. All right, Fenor's talked me into it. I think this is more likely to be able to connect for damage next turn. But with 3 swamps already, worth trying to hold out to kick this. I agree. Do we bother with the offer here? If we offer, we are we're increasing the cost of our Alliance, our Minotaur, and reducing the effectiveness of our Electromancer. So I am not going to offer, but I am going to play Gloom Hunter now. We didn't find any more land. So... But to my point, Gloom Hunter would have been able to attack. Skulker is a trade if it attacks, right? Strike. Oppo rolling over all the creatures. Geyser Mage, no kick. No land over here. I'm going to send the Gloom Hunter, though. Skulker can threaten on the ground, and we'll do what we can in the air while we wait for lands. I'm going to take that. Again, Skulker is doing stuff with our Alliance and Electromancer and Minotaur that we'd like to keep going if possible, although we really want a mountain off the top. No. Mountain off the top gives us Electromancer and 2 red mana, leaving 1 black behind. 3 total mana would allow us to Deadly Alliance off the Electromancer if we could find a mountain. Right now, we don't really have much that we even want to Alliance. And we're in this spot now. We just have to. I'm trying to do all this stuff to make the Alliance Electromancer better, but we just don't have the time now. We have been mana screwed into oblivion. Yeah, it doesn't feel like justice when Oppo goes Sultai-tron on 3 for the second game in a row, and we're stuck on 3. Now... Yeah, I gotta play this as land. Not blocking, so still attacking, but need to find something, next turn. Yeah, in this case, it didn't matter. It was just extra option. Why not blocking a 2-1? Because if we do find a 5th land, suddenly the Scion can become a 4-4 off of the Gloom Hunter and legit threaten to block everything. I mean, I think we're going to die. I think we come up with blockers and they're going to have removal and kill us. But if they don't have removal, we have a chance. Our best chance here, I think, is Scion getting big next turn. Or now maybe we have to Deadly Alliance. But we can't because we lost our... Yeah, the deck has been laughing at us this match. Unfortunate, but that's Magic. We at least have a Blight Priest to block a Baloth if they don't find land. And now I think we do need Gloom Hunter on Royal Mages. That was like our last chance to find the no block. Now let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9. We could do this and this, and then we take 8 plus 1. We could go to 3 here, and then how do we win next turn? They don't have land. We find... I don't know how we win next turn is the problem. I think we're pretty done for. Maybe we have to do this then. Or even... Yeah, do we do this and then leave the Gloom Hunter? How do we... All right, let's do this. Save as much damage as we can, kill the thing. Alliance kills that. If they don't have kicker, we're not super dead. We can go Electromancer into another 3, but that doesn't do anything. All right, and then sometimes you lose. Oppo had kind of the perfect grip there, and we could not draw to save our lives. Disappointed in that. I would like to take on that opponent all day long. I think we have an advantage in that matchup in the abstract. It just didn't play out there. They have a greedy splash and played some medium cards and some great cards, mind you. But I'm just saying, I think I like that matchup in general, just did not work out there is my point. Yeah, now the reward structure is wah wah. Although we're still playing for gems here. Yep, they applied pressure as they saw us struggling, and it worked out. They used their advantage to their advantage. Boo earns, but we're going to keep on the strength of the wizard, pitching something, maybe the Hellion on 3. Find us some black. Or on 2. I'm going to keep. Found our swamp anyway. Let's see. So, do we even want to pitch the Hellion? Or do we just play this and don't pitch anything? We could, but I think we probably want to pitch a Hellion looking for land just to get the Minotaur out sooner. We go turn 4 Minotaur if we get second land, or 4th land. I'm going to do that. All right, so now we have Wizard into Cleric into 4 mana, 5/4 Hasty Warrior. That's not bad. They could block it with the Cleric, but if so, I'll take that. Needs a double block to trade. If they want a double block, that's also fine with me. So I am going to send in Minotaur, especially with Tabaraks out. So we're going to Tabaraks and send in everything but the Wizard. I mean, sorry, we're going to Minotaur and send in Tabaraks and the Minotaur. That's basically what I mean. With Alliance and Swarm back, I'm fine with that trade. And with the counter here. All right, well, now we are a couple of dorky creatures and a fistful of removal. A 2-for-1 that adds a counter to our 2/2 flyer. That's got to be worth it for 4 mana and a card, right, Radiant? It was even better. It was a 2-point-something for 1. 2.5 for 1? What's 1 counter worth on your flyer? Swamp, swamp, swamp! Boo earns. And both things block both things. So there's nothing really to do there. We can play the mountain and pass. Yeah, I guess we could Vanquish and swing the Wizard. We'd trade that off. That's true. All right, I'm in for that. I definitely want to get rid of this Stalker. Uh-oh. Checking their yard. Thwart. Swamp! Thank you. I'm just going to do it. I don't know what their last card is, but I'm doing it. This is not great for us, though, honestly. They're at 20, so we got a long way to go. And maybe I'll wish we saved that removal for better targets, but this is what we got. Awakening says I should play lands. Fissure Wizard said I should hold. I'm going to hold for the Fissure Wizard. Yeah, I don't know, Radiant. Maybe that was just all not great, but I also feel like... Is my plan really to wait against the blue-black deck? I don't know. Waiting for something to unfold against blue-black didn't seem great either. Flooding over there, it looks like. Sorry, Oppo, we all know how that feels. It's just like, kind of looks like party control. Party control from Oppo. I don't think we changed anything. We're just going to bash in. Oh, yeah, CBL might not... Oh, sorry. I usually get a... If I've missed CBL requests to this point, apologies. I think we're running this back. Cardboard should be back again. All right, we're going to keep this, play predation as land, and feel like we have a pretty good start. If Oppo gets off to a slow... If we can sneak in the robber, that's always the key, right? Although Blight Priest on 3 makes me want to look at Gloom Hunter on 2 over Wizard. Starting here anyway, let's see what develops. All right, Skulker is saying Robber, not really going to get through anyway, so I am going to go Gloom Hunter here, looking to Blight Priest on 3. Oh, never mind. Tricked him. Well, it didn't trick him. They just weren't expecting the robber. Alliance is interesting, but we're just gonna strike, kill the priest, put a counter on our flyer, and get in for more. Yeah, Oppo not having a great match. We've all been there. Not having great luck, although, you know, we're stuck here too. We're just stuck on 3 better than stuck on 2. Just gonna go Blight Priest. Send the Hunter. Yeah, this is a lot of action for 5 total mana across both boards. Tabarax, you can just Alliance. Is there any... okay, is there a way to just win? If I go... they're at a virtual 6, life gain off of this, 5, 4. So they're a virtual 4. If we can... This is 3, 2. We can just connect with one of our 2s, we win, so I should Alliance like the Cleric, and then we should just win, right? All right. Sorry, Oppo, you got worked over by mana on both sides of that match, but we've again all been there. We'll take our easy win today and get salty about somebody else's easy win later on. Seems fair. All right. We do get some prize here. The old 1,000. Make a note of this in my spreadsheet before I forget. We went 2 and 1. We were red, black in ZNR. And we got the old 1,000 for that. Where'd it go? Oh, I lost the fun pack opening, but that's all right. Or the prize display, but we get to open some packs. And then I'll say goodbye to YouTube on this one. All right, so we are in gem mode, which does remind me to tell you that, you know, I don't care too much on my accounts, and I do want, you know, we can push towards getting our mythics filled out. if you are on the edge of gems, if you frequently run out of gems and you do multi-accounting and have a main account, remember that once you 4x the rares in the set you're drafting, it seems fun to get the gems out of the packs. But if you play on your side account for draft instead and use your main account to grind standard and not actually spend to buy into events at this time of year or this time of set, then you're just going to start building up resources on your main account so that when the new set hits that you don't have any of, you can use all those resources to acquire the new set quickly via draft. So if just a reminder that yeah, it seems like this is where the real value starts, Media, but the real value to me is recognizing that this means actually, well, but yeah, it's where the real value starts, but by pausing and generating lots of gold until the next set comes out. That's what I suggest doing if you are up against gems. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 140 added to the grind on this event, though. That's nice. And then we'll go back here. Here. That's what Radian's doing. 50k gold. Feels really nice when the new set lands and you're just like golding your way to all these new cards. Very nice. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out, YouTube. We 2-1'd that one. We had some rough luck in the second match. Oppo had some rough luck in the third match, and magic was magic. But we came out with some gems and a good time and an interesting deck, so thanks for hanging, and we'll catch you at the next draft. Bye, YouTube.